Welcome, Dragonheir Silent Gods. Guys, if you're not playing the game with us, look at the banner down below. Come and join us for Season 3. We've got a whole new game. There's a lot of good rewards that are going to be this season, plus a new Dungeons & Dragons collaboration. We don't know the hero yet. There are some teasers for it, and we believe it's going to be the dude that came up with the spell Scanlan's Hand. If you watch Vox Machina, which has nothing to do with Dungeons & Dragons, but some guy's name in there that we looked over yesterday. We did this all yesterday on stream. But the link is down below. Discord is down below as well. Come and join us over in Discord. You'll have a lot of fun playing with everybody else that's playing the game, and any questions you have or redeem codes, they're there the minute they come out. So come and join us. Today, I wanted to look at the Goblins first. I want to do a lot of other testing, but I want to go into Goblins and kind of see how much experience we're getting. Are we getting the same experience we did last season? Now, this is the test server, so I don't know if there's going to be any different from the live server. And do we have another Goblin? Is this it? Is it the same 3 floors? Do we have Goblin 4? I didn't see a new, did anybody see a new zone? Sea of the Dead, but this is Otherworld. This is not like a new zone. I guess Goblin 3 is still all we have for Goblins. There's no higher stage, and it only goes up to 3-3. Okay, let me see what's going on. Let me put in a kind of a basic team that we would have for this season, like an easy one, right? Where we'd come in with Varesh. We'd use Furbath, Sigrid, debuffs here, and then we need some more debuffs really to make it awesomely good. I mean, there's so many characters we could use for debuffs, especially with Frost being involved. This would be really easy. What do we got? Ice here. Cool legendary ones like Lucinia, sure. But we've got Rava already leveled up, so that will give us more debuffs all the time. Then who else? Poison, we already know what we could use in Poison, but they don't really have, well, rare-wise, they don't have a lot. Yo, Chitty P, what's up, my man? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I want to try out Goblin, see what that is. First, we'll do that, and then, we got to stream for a few hours, so we got a lot of other stuff we can try out. I tried to see if there were more Goblins. I didn't see a Goblin Layer 4, and I didn't see a new area, right? Have you seen that on any stream? We looked all over yesterday, and I couldn't find a new area at all, except for the Otherworld area. Having a good day today? What time is it for you? Where you're at? We don't need to use any Ice Blast because they're not applying anything. They're not applying debuffs. We could go with Vetemir, but he's going to take away our Frost. A good one to do is Dorkarez, for sure. I mean, that's all. Or Usha. We could run Usha front line and get some Frost up, and she would actually... Oh, she would benefit from... Oh, wow. She would benefit from Rava... And then more debuffs. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, this is easy. Goblins are going to die because Usha does not play around in Goblins. For a rare, she's more like a legendary in here. She just takes them out quite easily. But it's better if we just have her run lead without Furbath, to be honest. Much better. But who am I going to bring in just to play around and do some more damage? Latalis has a really good attack lead, but I think we have critical damage lead here, right? And then if we brought in Vetemir, he has an attack lead, but let's just bring in Latalis. I feel like it's going to be that easy. It's not going to be difficult. It never is. Once we get the legendary gear, it's never difficult. Okay. This should be fine. 6:30 p.m.? All right, nice. Not bad at all. You're on the West Coast? So my time is pretty good when I come on like this. I still need to come on a little bit earlier. About an hour earlier than this is probably when I need to come on to really catch a lot of people that are on the East Coast where it's getting late. Because right now it's 9:40 p.m. for them. So come in a little bit earlier. Yo, RNGesus, how you doing today, my man? Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. We're just over here slapping on some gear to see what we can do going through here on Goblins 3. and see what the experience is. I want to look at my old Goblin video. I don't have to look at my old video. I can log into my current game and look at the experience. On my tablet over here, we can just look at what it is for a Goblin run. But when they did the increase, I think it was 37,000. Or is that gold? That's gold. They just did the increase in gold. So I'd have to see what the experience is on that video or just run it myself right now. Or if you guys are in game and you're running Goblin, let me know what you get. Let me know what the max experience is for Goblin for one run. I bet it's the same. Nothing's changed, right? Can't wait for season 3. Won't be long now, right? You're from the East Coast? Nix, welcome, buddy. Yeah, East Coast. I don't consider that being late, but it depends on when you got to get up in the morning, right? I guess 9:45 would be pretty late if you have to get up early the next day. Yeah. Oh, now that Sigrid actually has this artifact, she's going to be smacking these guys even harder. Okay, hold on. This is going to be pretty ridiculous. Varesh just needs... Just give him, like, Witch's Remains, right? There we go. Rava has it on right now. Should we... Varesh will hit the whole entire board, so we'll keep it on him. 20-second cooldown. They both had 20-second cooldown. 19.5. She's got a little more skill haste. We could change that. And then... So they're all geared up. We could honestly put the crown on Latalis because he needs a little accuracy. Sure. Max that out. And then gear-wise, anything. I don't care what he has on. Nobody has this gear on? Okay, equip. Attack, critical damage, crit rate. What do we got? Quite a few. Accuracy, crit rate. That, all right. And then our girl here. We want her with pretty good gear, though. We want her with a lot of attack. Are we getting any shields? We're getting shields from her, yes, but we're not getting shields outside of that, are we? If her attack's high enough, we'll have some really good shield. Oh, man. Could you imagine Usha's attack? What? What if we put Sigrid's gear on Usha? Whoa, I didn't even think about this. Look at this. Okay, so Sigrid currently is getting how much additional attack? Let me break out a calculator. She's getting accuracy of 282 plus 36, 318 plus 50, 368 times 8 for the artifact on right now. She's getting an additional 3,000 attack, but she's also getting more attack because she has this set on that for every critical damage we get 4. So 3,000 plus she's getting critical damage of 172 times 4. 688. So 3,680 additional attack. Now when we look at somebody like Usha, she gets 300% attack shield and attack speed increase. I wonder how big her shield would be if she had, well, I mean, we just have to do it based off of this. So 3,680 additional attack. She's rocking base attack at 1345, 1326. Okay, very comparable. So her total attack right now is 3,000. So 3,000 plus 3,680 would be 6,000 attack. Let's see, 6,680 overall attack is what Sigrid's rocking. Now, if we do 300% of that, right? What would that be? Was it 6,000? How much shield would that be? 6,000? Can't wait for season 3. What would the shield be for that one? It's got to be massive, man. It's got to be crazy amount of shields. Oh, I'm doing 300% of attack. Just be, here we go. 6680. 20,000 shields. Yeah, it'd be 20,000 shields. Yeah, Chitty. 20,000 shield on her compared to before she would have, say, normal shield of, I don't know, 10,000 or a little bit lower. Easily making her, and she's already so survivable, right? Whenever we play her in any kind of content, she's usually the last to die, even when I bring her into the Vortex boss. But a 20,000 shield on her every 10 seconds? I might have to put this artifact on her in the beginning just to go through content. See what it's like to be a tanky beast mode. Let's put it on her right now. Well, let's do Sigrid first to see what Sigrid hits for, and then we'll put it on her after this. So let's just get any kind of gear on her right now. That's huge shields, man. Huge shields. Yeah, appreciate it. Crit rate. What do I got for crit rate? Crit rate and accuracy. We want accuracy. We definitely do. If we're going to switch over to this kind of gear, we want some accuracy on it. To that artifact, we want some accuracy. And critical damage won't hurt either. If we could get crit rate, critical damage, and accuracy all together, sure, but it's kind of hard to get all those. Accuracy 23. Okay, that's on Varesh. Not much accuracy, but if we have to move around some gear, we can. Let's go over here to... All right, if we're relying on attack, we could even go higher attack with her with attack percentage gloves with crit rate substats. Come on, give me some accuracy, please. Whoa, 3 hits and a crit rate. We'll take that. That was insane. Okay, attack with accuracy, crit rate. No. Chest piece. Out of all the chest piece I have, out of all these, the only attack percentage with crit rate and accuracy are these few. Wow. Wow. Okay, 2 hits in each. We're good. We're good with that one. So much attack. And let's go with crit rate of 70%. I think we can boost that up enough. We're going to go attack again with crit rate and accuracy, please. Varesh again. Oh, we're stealing that one. And then, of course, we'll go accuracy here because that's every point is so much. With crit rate and critical damage, nothing. That's it, huh? We don't really have great runes either, and I've got a lot. Look at all these gold. Well, I guess that's not really a lot, considering there's so many different main stats here. It's not really that many. All right, so we're at 86% chance we could put the eyeball on and not worry about crit just to get the attack and the attack. That's good. Let's put that on. Because now she's at 4,667. We're going to give her 4,667. We're going to give her 3,680. We'll times that 3. She'll be at 25,000 shields. Plus, she's going to get a little bit more because her critical damage is going to give her attack here. So it's going to be more than that. Wow. Okay. I wish I had a couple of these artifacts. I wish we had like 3 of these artifacts I could use on heroes. Let's go with the attack lead. 24% from Latalis. And what? Go to equipment. What am I missing? What did I take? Let's get her doing her ultimate more often because we want... I don't have any... I gotta go summon. Right, knock her ultimate down by 20% so she can do it more often to get more frost up. And who else was missing a piece of gear? Oh, we took away his runes. Right. Nice one with skill haste. one rolled really good. What's this crit up to? 225 plus 247 plus 50 from the Psyche Core. I think he's good actually here. Let's save all that gear. Save it, and then now I just need to do some summons really quick. 2 mid, 2 tiny. What's going on? Did a run. You got 8 large. 8 large ones, 2 mid ones, and 2 tiny ones. Okay, on the final one. All right, appreciate that. Let's see what we get here. Probably the same, right? I'm guessing it's going to be the same. I hope it's more because I don't want to do more runs of Goblin. I don't need you to give me more stamina. I need you to give us more experience per run so we don't have to run as many because we're going to be busy farming gear. We're going to be trying to get that mythic gear because it's going to be so hard to get. So we're going to be farming somewhere else all the time. We need to be able to level up. And plus, we're getting more and more heroes. We got to level up these heroes. Players want to try these heroes themselves. They don't want to watch other people do it on test servers all the time. They want to be able to try it themselves and enjoy the game. So you got it. You got to increase that experience. I mean, you have to. And we need more stamina for farming, not more stamina for goblins. That's why you need to increase it. I'd rather be farming gear and having fun with that than be farming goblins, honestly. That way, when I come back from farming goblins, it's just like, okay, I got some golden experience. Yeah, no problem. But at least when I come back from farming gear, do like 50 runs, come back, and I'm looking through the gear, looking for something that is going to excite me, something new, whatever I'm trying to fish for, you know? Wow, we're bringing in the legendaries. I looked at my main account today to see how many gold dice I had. So I converted all my gems over to gold dice, and I'm at 100 for the new season. Now, I don't know if there's any really good packs to buy right now. Is there anything that'll refresh that we should buy before the end of the season? We should definitely buy all the one-time deals, but I did that like at the beginning of the season, right? I did that day one when we had that banner up. Those will reset, and I'll get those again, sure. But as far as anything else that's going on right now, I don't know if there's any deals I should grab before. Oh, man, my man, we summoned him? I really hope I pull this guy. Out of all the heroes, I don't care what I get. I want to get this guy. Just for progression, just for fun. Arena, progression, going through all content. Since Poison and Frost are so good together this season, that guy... Put him on my team, level him up right away, scroll him. Done deal. I'll use him from day one to the end of the season. Okay, let me log into my account here and see if there's any deals we're missing out on. I haven't even looked at the in-game banners, but I do know that I've got every epic, so I don't have to worry about spending 6 dice to get an epic. If there's even any banners going on, there might not be. They probably all ended. Okay, I'm logged in. Let me see. So for shop deals at the end of this season, because we only have like a day left. Yeah, I've done all the one-time crystal purchases. We've got the scroll packs. Don't need any of those. That's it. There's no deals. Okay, I'm not missing anything. And then as far as events go, I think they've all ended, right? Yeah. Okay. We're good. We're good, I guess. I got to wait till next season, which will be in a few days. And then we'll be doing some summons, lots of summons. Is this a new guy? Oh, yeah, new corrosion dude. Okay, I think we have enough now to level up that artifact. Let's go. Eight large, 2 mid, and 2 tiny. You did all the double deals? Right, yeah. And I do that at the beginning of the season because those reset, and we'll be able to pick those up in a few days from now when we go into season 3. Those will be reset again. Yep, all the double deals, they probably come out to be like, what, $200? I think somewhere around $200. But it is by far the best deal this game has to offer. Best deals. Okay, we're ready. Let's look at timing and see if anybody's really We could always do Sigurd's first to blast at a different time, like it there. At least 5 seconds after them. Okay, she's good at 13 seconds. He's really early, which is fine. Those are debuffs up, but we're getting debuffs. Let's just put it full auto is fine. I think we have enough. Oh, we need an attack here. Okay, with Sigurd's newfound power, is she going to just decimate these goblins when she fires off? Oh, one died, so she could have fired early then, right? They're all dead already. Well, this isn't good timing. Like, all the debuffs are up, and she's not ready to go. And when she is, the new one's coming to the screen. Oh, here we go. We'll have debuffs up now, and then she'll fire off. Okay, a lot of debuffs up now. They're nice. 93? I feel like that's the same kind of damage I was doing last season on them. Actually, I feel like I was doing more last season. Could be the gear, and it could be my Psyche core is not totally maxed out either, so that makes a difference. Usha's still pulling in some great damage. All right, you said 822. 611. Looks like it's going to be the same. We could really spread out all these debuffs. Really. Oh, we're doing an attack lead, but really we should be doing an accuracy lead for Sigrid because that's 30 accuracy times 8 would be, or we're doing 24%. I don't know which one would be better. 24% attack probably is quite a lot. It's probably off of base attack though, because it's a leader skill. I don't know if it's off of overall attack. Maybe it's overall attack. If so, then yeah, 24% of attack would be better. Right, just barely 3-starred that one. If we manual, I know for sure we can 3-star. I need those two to save their debuffs until this wave right here. Them casting their debuffs on 2 guys that are super low doesn't make a lot of sense. And wasting all that damage. You know what we don't have? We don't have anybody giving us that 15% additional attack though. We were using that a lot last season with everything we did. Just anybody apply a debuff, we were getting that 15% additional attack. That was pretty nice. Yeah, no, I turned them off. I turned them off so they'd be full auto. Just do what they want to do. Seems like it's working out okay. That first timing, I didn't really like it much. Here we go. We're going to get debuffs up on everyone. Sigurd's about to fire off. I think we got it. It's close. Got it. 822, right? Same. 30,000. I think it was 30,000. Well, this is the test server. It's not the live server, but I think it's the same experience. Let me ask over in the content creator chat. I just ran Goblins 3-3. The same EXP as season 2. Triple this. Okay, so I said I just ran Goblin 3-3 and it's the same experience as season 2. Could you please beg the devs to triple the experience? Players have so many heroes that they want to test and level. I feel like players won't want to spend money if they can't level and have fun with those heroes. All right. I don't know if we'll get a response. I mean, I'm sure we won't. Hopefully, though, they'll take this to the devs and maybe say something to them. And the devs, you know, I don't want to experience increase later on in the season. I want it now, you know. I want it from the beginning so we can enjoy it, level up enough heroes and have some fun with it, and then be ready for the chief challenges. And not just heroes. And that's the problem, right? We're going to be leveling up heroes we know that will work. We're not going to be experimenting. And I want people out there experimenting. I want people to have fun with it. That's what a game's for, is to have fun with, not to be just shoehorned into playing, okay, just these heroes that I know will work and do really well, and that's it. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so we tried out Goblins. Goblins are the same. We use this team here that we know can do really well. This team, I'm sure, can do... farm. It can farm for us over here. It could probably farm every dungeon that we need to face except for Ancient Battlefield. Do we have block? No, we have block for Ancient Battlefield. Do we have enough healing for Ancient Battlefield with a team like that? I guess. Oh, no, this is Theo. Theo Demir. Is that how you say his name? Who else were we using? Usha? Oh, I wanted to try Usha and see what her shields are like, right? We could try here. Okay, so we've got him out. We're going to bring Usha in. Usha's our main tank. She can't tank this. No way she could tank this. We'll bring him out. We'll bring in Furbath. So switch position to there. Okay. So she'll run forward. He's there. Let's see what she hits for currently, as long as we can survive. What's her skill timing? 20 seconds? And I think his should be quicker than that, right? 19.9? Yep. 20. Okay, great. We don't even have to worry about timing. We got accuracy. HP, defense. Let's go with defense. Let's look what Usha hits for on her ultimate. 123 from her. Usha hit for 67,000 2 times, I think. Or no, there's nobody else applying frost. So I think the first hit was lower, and then the second hit was the double damage. I'd have to slow it down. Yeah, 33,000 and then 67,000. The second one's going to double because she then has frost applied. Taking a while to kill this thing. Hey, Stu, what's going on? Hugh, how you doing, buddy? You been catching up? Nice. Appreciate that. Yeah, you excited for Season 3? You ready to do some new summons? Try out these new heroes? I like the new one-piece gear sets. I think that's a lot of fun. I think it's going to be fun to farm for them. Gives me a reason to really get in there and keep farming throughout the whole entire season. Happy about that. I just hope they're not too crazy to have to go after, you know? I hope I'm not sitting there farming 100 runs and I barely even see any of the mythic gear drops. And then when I do see it, they're never what I want, because I don't think we can, in the Forge currently, I don't see a way for us to craft them. So, you know, we run through here and we look at our legendary gear and we're like, okay, we got this piece, but we also have enough pieces to craft quite a few. But if we can't craft those, we're only going to be relying on drops. So I think it's going to be pretty difficult. Yeah, they should be helpful, right? And they should be kind of, I don't know if they should be hard to get, yes, but again, they're mixed in with so many other gear pieces. Like if I want a glove, I'm going to get a whole bunch of legendary gloves instead of them. And then when I do get them, what if it's like flat attack or flat defense? And I want attack percentage. How long is that going to take to get? Forever. Sorry, it's a little bit quiet. Let me turn on the music here. Can we hear it now? Let me know if the in-game sound is too loud. I think I have it on. Let me turn mine up too. Oh yeah, I can hear it. Okay, so I want to see what Usha was. Usha hit for 33,000 and then she hit for 66,000 with that double damage. So now if we take her in here and we give her Sigurd's gear, let's save what she has on.
I shall protect the capital till the end.
She's at 86% chance to crit. We'll go over here to the gear. And then Sigurd has what? 99% chance to crit, but that could be the runes. It doesn't look like it. Okay, that's that gear set. Let's give her Sigurd's gear set too. It looks like it's kind of better. Maybe. No. We've got attack percentage on her gloves too. All right, let's leave her like she is. Let's just switch over the artifact. It's okay. We'll crit. Eventually we'll crit. We're at 86%. So now her attack should be insanely high. I want to know how big her shields are going to be and how harder she's going to hit for.
Wine, crowds, and apples. I detest them all.
Attack percentage, right? Attack, accuracy, great. Accuracy of 273. Little low on the accuracy though. We could bring Sigurd's gear and get higher accuracy for sure. And we don't have a lot of critical damage either. Like none.
I shall protect the capital.
How's she rocking so much critical damage? She's got critical damage here. Maybe we should go for critical damage. Actually, we should. Because critical damage will convert over to more attack with the gear set we have on. So it doesn't make sense to go attack on Usha here. Because it will convert over to attack. But that's a lot of crit rate. We're going to... Please let me hit crit rate. Nothing? No critical damage with crit rate. And I already rolled to see if I could hit crit rate on all of these. What? Or what's going on? Man. Let's refine this one. Okay.
Protect the capital till the end.
73% chance to crit. That's fine. 3,880. Even though we dropped the attack, but it's still going up more because we get 4 for every critical damage, right? Well, is that right? Wait. How much attack do we? We get like 300 attack, don't we? $335. So 40, that's not, let's see. Yeah, that's less. That's less overall. That's only 160. Okay, let's go back to that crit rate one we had. 4,071. Okay. I feel like she's gonna go ahead of Varesh if her skill haste is too high. Nope, we're good. 36? So it only went from 30 to 36. Her attack. What's her shields up to? Like, how big is their shield? $23,000. 23,000 with that. Let's see what it's like with the eyeball. Haven't played since season 1. What's going on? OB, what's happening, buddy? What team? You're gonna start with Garius, Varesh, Sigrid, Ardrith, and who else? Yeah, those would be. I mean, the two teams I want to have are this team right here, and then the Ardrith, the Garius team. Whatever I need to play with Ardrith and Garius. Doesn't even matter. Like wild team with them, or you know, whatever does damage. You just play it with those two. Since I have the staff, they're gonna have major shields. You'll be able to conquer whatever domains and content you want. With this team, I'll be able to conquer all the Goblin stuff I need to. So it's going to be very easy with those two teams. Pretty overpowered, right? You're going to go with Goblin? Really? I'm going to stick with this. I think this team for Goblin, we just did it. I mean, this is all Sigrid with debuffs, right? Always Goblin's super easy. Frost gives us plenty of debuffs if you want to bring in Rav or something else. We get debuffs from Furbath even with decreased attack. We can get debuffs from Usha. Although I don't know if I'm going to level up Usha, but she's just a rare, right? Because I like to play with rares. Always like to play with rares. So I'll definitely do this core right here. Maybe with Ogok instead of Hexandra. So if I do Furbath, Varesh, Sigrid, Ardrith, Garius, and then what? What am I going to play with Ardrith and Garius? What powerhouse units? Probably the Ice Blast. No, I can't do Ice Blast anymore. Ice Blast would go with these guys. Oh, actually, I could stick with... Am I going to run? I'm going to run Wild. I'm going to run Wild with Ardrith. For sure. For sure, this team along with Ardrith and Garius with Wild to run on the Vortex boss. What artifact on Furbath right now? Oh, this new one. Reduce the damage taken by 40% when the wearer takes damage that exceeds 30% of their max, 35% of their max HP. Not necessary to have on him. It's a new one, so I put it on him. I don't know if he's ever taken those kind of big hits. She actually hits multiple times on that one move that hits hard, this one, when she swoops in. So it's not really considered one attack. It's like multiple hits. If it was like one big hit, then that would help us out here. But I like this new artifact. I love this new artifact. This new artifact's really cool. Actually, let me change this out. So she got 23,000 shields with this artifact on. If we take it off, what's she gonna get? This new artifact, there's only two epics, but this one is extremely powerful. Rascal's Slingshot. So 17,600 to 23,000. I mean, that's pretty good.
I am here.
It's a pretty good increase in shields just from that new artifact alone, don't you think? And we could make it stronger. We could definitely do some more accuracy to make it stronger. We could give Sigurd's gear to her, and that would make it stronger. But 17,000 to 23,000 in HP shield every 10 seconds or quicker if we have skill haste with Usha, I think is pretty insane. And other heroes. We have the new one from season 2. Aracius, the fire guy, the fire lizard one, the epic that does burn. He does shield too, right? 300% of his attack. And he's always dying, so that was an issue with him. 250% shield for 5 seconds, then deals fire damage to enemies around him. Okay, so his shield is not as strong as Usha. That's really weird. Maybe his basic attack is a little higher, but still. But yeah, I definitely love the new artifacts, especially the offensive one, which really makes sure that you can apply your debuffs and then gives you a massive increase in damage. Love this one. So what other heroes do you guys think of in the game that could really benefit from that artifact? I know Varesh, Zarloth, get additional healing. It's not massive increase. We already did it in a video. For sure, Sigrid. Usha gets a cool increase too. Who else really does something based off of attack? Like something pretty insane just based off of attack only. So we can boost that attack up really high. Is there anybody we can think of? Something clever that maybe we're missing? Oh, what about Shalar? Shalar, he doesn't need the accuracy, but it doesn't matter if you need accuracy or not. It's the increased attack going up so high. What about somebody like Shalar on the Vortex boss? I do need to fight the Vortex boss so we can get to level 4 of it tomorrow. So I need to fight it today. So somebody with derivative damage, right? You do a percentage base of your attack as derivative damage. So if we bring in an additional, like say we double our attack, that should be really high. And Shalar does insane damage with other Dauntless, right? Okay, so let me check out fire first. Okay, so Aracius, he has shields based off of attack. These are shields based off of HP, right? Poison is based off of attack too, right? A percentage of attack. Is that right? Let me go revisit poison in a minute and see. He might actually do well or better. 50% of attack as cold damage, derivative damage. Again, we don't need the accuracy on this guy, but it doesn't matter. We load them up with accuracy so we get the crazy attack. You want Rook? He's an exclusive. I mean, I hope you get him. That's cool. Right? With corrosion, he does insane damage, but kind of a lot of exclusives do insane damage, you know? A lot of them do. I want this guy. I want Theo here, and I'll take his bride too. That'd be a lot of fun. But if I can get this guy, I'll have fun because I can play him through all content. Like from day 1, I can play him through every content all the way up to end game. I'm not going to use him on the Vortex boss, but all the other fun stuff. Pillars, trials, story mode. I'll just have a lot of fun actually being able to play this guy. Going through all dungeons. Yeah, I just did a video on this one last night. The new Fire Lizard from Season 3. New Fire Lizard Season 3. There's a new Fire Lizard in Season 3? Where? Chrysos is here, but he's been there. There's no new fire. There's this guy here and this one. Victor. Okay, so for Frost, derivative damage could do well. Or these guys, anybody like crazy does something crazy based off of attack? She heals based off of enlightenment. Questa gives us a heal over time. Zarloth heals off of attack, so that would work on him. I don't think there's anything in Rally and Aura. Dauntless. So Dauntless has a lot of derivative damage stuff.
The tree, no matter how withered it is, has its temper. It is the same with archery.
Double chance to trigger that, right? So derivative damage. And if we come down to Shalar,
Don't worry, I'll help you.
basic attacks have a chance to do 75% attack as derivative damage. Derivative damage again. Let's test it out. Let's see what we've got for Shalar.
May I release my emotions now?
What do you say? May I release my emotions now? You got some pent up emotions, man? You got some problems going on? So Shalar, Vanny, that'll be enough.
Storm and thunder, guide me on my journey.
What are these? Dauntless? And then where's Vanny?
Some say I'm unworldly. So, here we go. Travel the world.
Actually, she's not going to attack enough when he does his ultimate. Be nice if we brought in Nimbus or whoever to do more attacks when the ultimate comes up. We can bring in all three, right? No problem. We already got her leveled up. Where's the next one?
Oh, a thunderstorm! It's here!
The thunderstorm is here. Okay, max level. Skilled out, skilled. Now, normally, what kind of derivative? We do have some new armor sets that take advantage of derivative damage, right? Isn't it just 20% additional derivative damage? It's pretty nice. Increased derivative damage dealt by the wearer by 20%. It's actually really cool, I think. So normally with Shalar, what would we put on him? We're looking for, if we're going to take advantage of, we need more accuracy. So we don't need to worry about crit. We would just look for attack and attack percentage. Or enlightenment. Attack, enlightenment, attack percentage, and accuracy. No? There it is. But give me hit into everything else. Didn't really want that many hits into... Okay, we got all three here. There we go. Attack and enlightenment. Great. Attack percentage with enlightenment. Or would we use enlightenment on him? We'd have an enlightenment chess piece, right? We'd have attack percentage here, though, with enlightenment and accuracy. Okay. Enlightenment, attack, accuracy. Nice. Look at that. Attack percentage, and accuracy with enlightenment main stat. Wow. Okay, we're talking there. And we're going to go for attack first, and then we'll switch it over to accuracy once we put the other artifact on. So attack with... attack percentage would be great. Attack with attack enlightenment. Attack percentage and enlightenment. No. Okay, we'll go with the eyeball. The eyeball actually does the same amount of damage as the ink. It really does. It's so wild. This right here, this vile ink, the eyeball gives you 20% additional damage the whole time that he has his ultimate up. And it does about the same damage. It's pretty wild. So he's set, right? Attack speed with attack, plus we get crit rate. You might not need this. You might not need that artifact. It looks like his crit rate's pretty damn high. Nope, I think he's good. He's at 100 even. Give him the horseshoe. That standard attack speed though right here of 45% is pretty nice for him. But we'll proc it. We'll proc it from the horseshoe. All right, little Vanny, let's give you this one. What kind of gear do we have? Usha's gear? Yep, looks good. Okay, she'll be at 100% chance to crit too, so that's good. Both at 100% chance to crit, so we'll get good numbers. He doesn't crit, of course. We've got the eyeball. And as far as timing goes, can we set up timing here? I thought we already had a Dauntless team. She's at 12. Is he going to have his attack speed increase? We'll do it like that. Save. 20, 20, 20 across the board. Fantastic. Okay. For 3 minutes straight, let's see what we get. Little variation in numbers because Shaltar has a percentage chance to proc derivative damage, of course, on his passive, right? Just for his basic attack. But when he does his ultimate, and Nimbus does that, and then she does her, Vanny does her moves, we should have around the same amount of damage when we test with the other artifact on. Why does it feel so slow at 2 times speed? Man, it feels so slow. You're stuck on Faye 150? Hey, congrats. Yeah, 150. What is that? Is that the one with the 3... No, the 3 Sagamirs and Mithracy. That's like at 1. I thought that was higher. You want the married couple too? Yeah, me too, man. They are pretty sweet. I actually want them more than I want those shadows or corrosion or any of that stuff. I don't really care about Vortex damage as far as... Like, I care about making fun teams for the Vortex boss, but I don't care about having the absolute best Vortex person to do the most damage. If I get it, it's cool, but I'd rather have something I can have fun with the whole entire season and play through dungeons, like playing more game modes. Just having one person fun for Vortex, and I just go in there every day, hit Vortex, I go watch TV, come back, it's done. I don't know, I want something I can play around with more. The boss. Oh, 150 is a boss. Is it the spider boss or Ravatrix? I don't know the spider boss's name. I know Ravatrix. Joyce join. What are we talking about at the moment? What's going on, buddy? We're looking at Shalar. We went over to Goblins to see if Goblin was the same amount of experience as Season 2. It is. So then I wrote a comment to the community managers asking them to increase that because we have more heroes and everybody wants to be able to level up and experience their heroes. Then we went and tried an easy team in Goblins. Same thing. It was just as easy. With Varesh, Sigrid, Usha, Latalis. We played a lot of rares with Varesh being the epic we had in there. And we ran through Goblin 3-3 very easily. So it's the same. Like there's no change. I don't believe in Goblin at all. Then we used that new artifact that we've been playing on Sigrid and we put it on Usha to see what it would increase her shield to. And her shield went from 17,000 to 23,000. So much larger shields because that new artifact gives you such a boost in attack. And then her damage only went up by a bit. It wasn't a crazy increase. But it only increases Sigrid's damage from like 100,000 to 123,000, but it's overall damage. It's increased damage in all your moves, not just the ultimate. Whereas if you have the eyeball on with Sigrid, she'll hit for 100,000. If you have this new slingshot on, she'll hit for 123,000. But she's hitting hard all the time because that slingshot is always active. The eyeball is only active on the ultimate. So Usha would increase her damage quite a bit. She'd increase that shield strength quite a bit. So if you wanted to put that new artifact on Erasmus to keep him alive, to do burn damage and explode that burn damage, you could. Keep him alive much more. Now we're going to try that new slingshot artifact that I've been talking about this whole time. We're going to try it on Shalar to see if it increases his damage. Because Shalar already does insane damage, right? Shalar with Dauntless, crazy damage. Will this artifact increase his damage? Even though we're giving him accuracy, because we get 8 points of attack per 1 point of accuracy. He doesn't need accuracy, but it's still a huge attack boost. And all of his derivative damage is a portion of his overall attack. So it should, in theory, not quite double his damage, but it should be a huge boost. Maybe 50% more damage? Okay, so let me screenshot this. Shalar. Okay, so overall we did, what was the overall damage here? I guess we'd have to add it up. We'll put a side-by-side comparison when I'm done with the next run. Okay, so the only thing we're changing here now is the eyeball 4. You want the legendary who? Constant attack down. Which one is that? Oh, did Hugh tell us what boss he's fighting at 150? Is it the spider boss or the plant boss? Yeah, it does. Anytime you can get all those corrosion stacks up, any of the epics to get it the most corrosion as possible, and then all you need is Rook, you're done. Oh, the fire legendary elf, the high elf looking guy. Looks like he should have been an exclusive. The high elf looking fire guy. I think I know who you're talking about. My kids just came home. They came home early, I think. Okay. He has 100% uptime on decreased attack. Let me see him. Let me see who you're talking about here. Because I did read over him, and I even did a video on the new ones that weren't associated to one of the 3 new elemental types, just so they could do a lot of board-wide damage and fun things associated with board-wide damage. But I don't remember him. I don't remember the 100% on attack down kind of stuff. Did I? There was one I talked about that had something going on for 10 seconds every 10 seconds, and it was pretty amazing. I just don't remember it being specifically him. I thought it was something quite different.
Under the name of Dawn.
Select an ally, dispel all their debuffs, and grant some invincibility. At the end of the invincibility, you do board-wide damage and heal all allies by 500% of attack. Pretty strong, right? It is pretty strong. You have to wait 5 seconds, and he goes down to 20 seconds like everybody else. And then he's going to do a big nuke to the whole entire board and then heal all your guys. Pretty fun. Kind of like Ghoul End, but way better than Ghoul End as far as healing goes. Ghoul End does dispel debuffs and gets more healing. And can do decreased attack on Ghoul. I don't know. Ghoul End's pretty damn strong. Strikes 3 times, fireball dealing damage. Heals the ally. What is a decreased attack? Oh, here, because we have the passive, right? 50% chance to inflict on 10 seconds when cannot be resisted. Yeah, well, it's a 50% chance. It goes 75% chance. Yeah, it's passive. It does. It goes up to a 75% chance whenever you heal someone, so you get a chance here for each of these 3 hits, right? Yeah. So you got 3 tries at a 75% chance on a 10-second cooldown. You're right. It's going to be up 100% of the time. What guy did I cover that I was talking about had an insane... Oh, it's probably this one. I think when I was talking over Victor, I was like, this heal prohibition is going to block... Buff prohibition is going to block buffs on the enemy 100% uptime. So on something like Ancient Battlefield, this would be really sweet. Or if you're fighting any kind of boss that gets buffs, basically no buffs for them, right? Always buff prohibition is going to be on. But yeah, this guy's going to do a lot of healing, right? We need to test him out. He's probably going to do an insane amount of healing and damage on top of that. He's doing healing based off of attack. How fragile is this going to be, though? Because he's a melee. He's not melee. He just sits back with a sword and casts a fireball. What? He looks so melee, right? Okay, he's good. He's good. He's fine then. No problem with him whatsoever. I thought that he was melee. Definitely looks like it. But he sits back. Okay, this is very deceiving, and I'm glad that he's not melee, because right away I was thinking, if this guy's melee, he sounds nice, but he's not going to be. Like, he sounds awesome. A lot of healing. A lot of damage, a lot of healing, but he's going to die. But he's fine. He's fine, he's fine. The hero skill hits an enemy. There's a 50% chance to inflict. Inflict cannot be resisted. The hero uses skill to... No, it's when this hero skill hits an enemy, there's a 50% chance to inflict. Well, we don't need... Let's give him some...
My foremost discontent with our clan lies in its rigid adherence to traditions.
Let's give him some scrolls and see this really quick. I don't know if he has 100% uptime on that.
I draw my swords for friends, home, and everything worthy of my dedication.
Because it's not when he heals. I thought it was when he heals somebody. It's not when he heals somebody. It's when he does that. It's just when he deals damage with his skill. Then he hits 3 times with his skill, so yeah, it's going to work. It's going to be 100% uptime. Did he even do damage with that AoE? I couldn't tell. Everybody else is doing damage, and our ultimates are all going off at the same time, so I couldn't really... Oh, he's got no gear on too, so we're not gonna see it. Yeah, he's pretty sweet. So if I was running him along with I don't know, Ardrith and Garius, as one of our main DPSers and healer. That's what's so great. That's why I want this guy right here, because he is a main tank, insanely main tank, along with crazy AoE damage, just like this guy. This guy's doing 760% of attack. This guy's doing 700% of defense, plus he gets increased defense before he does his nuke. It's just wild, man. It's wild what some of these new guys can do. Okay, so Shalar. I did a screenshot of the damage. Now we just need to change over this artifact to see if it really boosts his damage. The new artifact. We got the slingshot on him. We are going from attack here and accuracy to pure accuracy with attack, hopefully. There we go. All right, so replace that. His attack went down, obviously, from here, but we're doing... Let's make sure that is more. It's 96 times 8. 768 attack is what we're going to get by doing that change. 768 versus the... What attack is this? 400? Yeah, 335. So much more attack. Attack there. We got no enlightenment. We should have enlightenment here. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. Okay. Same run. And let me pull up the previous numbers we just ran. Where are they at? Here they are.
You shall be defeated by a cunning girl.
Yeah, I kind of like... I'm like you, man. I like the newer guys that are not associated with the three... The corrosion along with shadow. I mean, they're cool, right? It's fun to have team comps like that. I think it's really fun. But I've got so much stuff. Just give me a guy that does a whole bunch of damage and a whole bunch of healing, or a whole bunch of crazy tanking with a whole bunch of damage. That's fine. I could put him with anybody then. And you know they're going to do great on the final boss at the end of the season. On every single final boss we've fought so far, you know they're going to do amazingly well there. Let's hope we get some good numbers here. Shalar was doing 51% damage on the 5-minute run we did a minute ago. Now he's staying steady at 54%. So it's increasing his damage, but I don't think it's increasing it that much. I don't know. We need to look at overall damage at the end. And again, there is some variation because we have a percentage chance to proc some attack moves from Shalar's passive on himself, but it shouldn't be that much damage. Shouldn't be enough to make a crazy variation. It'll be fine. I'm just hoping it's a lot more. I mean, you would think with this derivative damage, doing 70% of your overall attack, if we have 4,000 attack or we have 7,000 attack, 70% of each of those is a very big difference in numbers. So I would think we'd be pulling off a lot more damage. And he did 4 million? Yeah, he did 4 million damage. So I don't know. It looks the same to me. He did 4.4 million damage for Shalar, and he's already at 3.3 right now, 3.4. What if the artifact gives him all that additional attack? Even if it gives it to him inside the game, it won't matter. He has all that additional attack when he's doing his ultimate, so that should be all that makes the difference.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
The same damage. What? That's crazy. How could it be the same damage?
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
He just passed what he did last run, but it's done.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
Hey, what's going on? Sir D? I was trying this new artifact on Shalar to see if it would increase his damage a lot by increasing his overall attack by a crazy amount. Giving him like 3,000 additional attack, and then he does derivative damage based off of 75% of his overall attack. So we were trying to see if it would really increase it. Because it really increases, you know, something like Sigrid's damage, the Slingshot. But here, if we look at these two numbers from this run and last run, hold on, I'll pull up. I don't know if you guys can see this, it's pretty small. Display. Yeah, you can see now. Okay, so here's the previous run we did. With the eyeball on Shalar, because the eyeball does just as much damage as the ink, and we don't have the ink leveled up. But with the eyeball on, Shalar did 51% damage. He did 4.4 million, 4.48 million, and here he did 4.8 million. Vanny did the exact same, almost. I think that's 1.6. He did 1.6 over here, and he did 2.5. He did 2.6. So they're both going to do the same damage because they had a 100% chance to crit. So Shalar just brought up his damage very, very little. Like, not much at all. Maybe we don't have enough accuracy on him. Which one? Looks like you should be in an exclusive? No, he's not. He's not an exclusive. You'll be able to pick him up. I hope. You know, RNG. I hope you're able to pick him up. So right now we've got gear on that gives derivative damage an additional 20%. He's got his passive 75% of attack is derivative damage. Here, 95% of your attack is derivative damage when your allies attack. So, okay, let's look at the numbers. Let's see what we've got here. Calculator is up. So current Shalar's accuracy is 283 times 8. 2,264 attack. And that's it. That's the only advantage we're getting, right? So total would be 3823. Why did it multiply that? What was it? 2,264 plus 3823. So he's at 6,087 attack currently. 6,087 attack. Now, if we put him back to what we had him on, but he does get 20% additional damage from the eyeball for his ultimate the whole entire time. So that's a lot of additional damage. Maybe that's why. And here, instead of accuracy, we had attack on. So he's got nothing else to give him additional attack, right? So 6,087 versus 4,602. But he's getting 20% additional damage when it matters. Like when it really matters. That whole time his ultimate's on. Yo, how's it going, man? Marco Money, good to see you, buddy. So I guess that 20%, I mean 20% overall damage is a huge increase. Like a really huge increase. And we did get more damage done with the 6,000 versus the 4,000, but it wasn't enough to overcome that 20% additional damage. For him, I guess, I don't know, it's weird. Because when I put the eyeball on somebody like Sigrid, and she does that one pop, we're getting an increase of 26% overall damage for the versus the eyeball versus the slingshot. You know? Yeah, season 2 epics weren't good at all, were they? They were pretty bad, right? I didn't even use any of the other season 2 epics. I never used them. So I am glad too. I'm glad that this one is pretty sweet. I mean, anytime you can boost up accuracy to make your person do a lot more damage, and then you know you're always going to land your debuffs. And then I'm trying to, it's so good, I'm trying to use it on people who don't even apply debuffs, you know? I'm trying to use it on somebody like Shalar here who does not apply debuffs at all, but I'm trying to give him a whole bunch of additional accuracy just because. just to give him accuracy, you know? So we can put it on him. Okay, I guess it's not enough for Shalar versus the eyeball, which still is a little bit strange. And we changed out this attack to accuracy piece too. But he's got a lot of no, that doesn't matter. I wonder if we kept this.
Don't worry. I'll help.
His accuracy is 219. One thousand 1,792. No. His overall attack then would be 5,750 before we had 6,087. I don't know. Any other ideas? Anybody got any ideas on where to use this bad boy right here? I thought it was really going to boost derivative damage. Who else has a really good derivative damage multiplier? Running some auto Dragonheir? Running that Goblin? What the hell is what is Dragon Dogma 2? How does that play? Hold on one second. Okay, my son was leaving, and I made sure he turned off all the lights and stuff that he turned on. So what is Dragon Dogma 2? I don't even know what Dragon Dogma 1 is.
That only I get to hoodwink people, not the other way around.
What kind of game are we talking about here? Spoiler and leaks. Dragon Dogma 2. Is this an MMO? Game about dogs, maybe, right? Dragon Dogs? Sounds like it. Pre-purchased Dragon Dogma 2 on Steam. Dragon Dog action trailer. Here's an action trailer. Now, is this legit gameplay or not? Hold on one second.
I knew you would come, Arisen One.
Capcom. Okay, I like Capcom. This looks nice.
I make no mistake.
There's a cat lady.
When the time is come.
Looks like Throne and Liberty. Now, is it a real MMO or is it something like, what is that one game we played where you could have a buddy with you and you teleport around, use a little finger to teleport and you fight hard bosses? Is it one of those ones where you just kind of co-op, or is it a real legit MMO where there's everybody running around? It's a single player game that you can play with somebody else, or is it Elden Ring? Okay. Yeah, I played Elden Ring before. Elden Ring to where you have other companions on your team and they kind of auto do their moves and you can kind of switch over to them to do stuff. Was that Elden Ring?
Always go by so fast.
Our Dragon something 2 that I played on PlayStation years and years ago. Companions do their thing like that. Okay. But still, you might have to gear your companions. This dude's just riding the dragon. It looked kind of funny how he was dancing on the dragon though. I mean, he wasn't just like stabbing. He's sitting there like just having some fun, like tap dancing on him. That's what he's doing. He's tap dancing on his neck. Doo 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 doo. And then he did some cool explosion.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
The graphics are cool. Gameplay looks kind of Monster Hunter-ish. Right? Just like Monster Hunter, isn't it?
Make manifest your will. That's at last this world might.
Hold fast.
Trying to give me a seizure with all the lights.
Those who can be of aid
It's more fluid but similar.
heal themselves in time.
It's a Capcom. Oh, I mean, we're not doing Street Fighter moves, are we?
These are all
Is it like
the
Black Desert Online? Are we doing fireballs and uppercuts and stuff? Looks cool. It's similar. It is similar to Black Desert. Dragon Age Origins. Maybe that's what I played on PlayStation 2, right? It was Dragon Age maybe 2. I played through it all, beat it on PlayStation 2, I want to say, back when I was in the military. Dragon Age.
Want to know more about the Great Bahamut?
For some reason, I feel like it was a 2 that I played. And I had a group of people, and I could kind of switch over, tab over to those people, and kind of do something with them from what I remember. But it was a really cool story and a fun game. Yeah, it was really fun. Okay, back to this. Back to some Dragonheir Silent Gods. What do we got going on? So we did some goblins. We did some other stuff. We need to go over and fight the Vortex boss just so I can get ready for tomorrow so we unlock the 4th level one, the max level. So we can really start testing out some teams if we want to. Inquisition. That sounds familiar. I don't know if I played Skyrim. It was one of those ones you could play on Hell and Hard and all that kind of stuff too. It sounds like it was Dragon Age Inquisition or one of those. Yeah, and then there was different modes. Like you could play it on very, very difficult. And I did. I played it on like the Hell mode. And it was a lot of fun. Challenging, you know. Oh, rank 21. Let's go. In-game rewards. All right, what do we have for this boss? They got a new one coming out soon? Okay, we used the shadow team on this boss. Let's load up some gear and see if we can do enough damage. How much damage do we need to do on this one? I don't know if we're going to do enough damage. I don't think we have good enough support. Maybe? We don't have decreased attack. I think we might have to do... We got to do more than 8 million. Don't we have to do 20 million? I think we have to do 20 million, and I don't think we're going to make 20 million. Unless we change some things around. Espalta? Who has it? What is Espalta from? Where do I know that from? That's not from Dragonheir, right? Is that from God's Raid? Oh, that's the one on the left-hand side. That's the girl I'm fighting with right now. The shadow one in the back, right there, doing that move. Yeah, that's her. That's her. Yeah, yeah, right. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm playing too many games, man. All these games just blur together when I read over all their names and stuff. Who's your favorite Dragonheir hero design-wise? I don't know. I like some of the rats because they look like Skaven from Warhammer, but they don't truly look like Skavens, you know? They don't look like Weeping Blades and rat. They don't look... Some of the rats in here just don't look vicious enough. The Landor, I don't really... The High Elf look isn't really my kind of look. The High Elves look cool, but it's not really like my favorite. I would really like to see some cool looking, meaner looking rats, because I do like to see some cool rats in here. But as far as like the coolest looking heroes, they've got some really individual looking ones, like Primsta, you know, the baby ghost. Not necessarily my favorite, but they do have some really cool, unique designs in Dragonheir, I will say. But I don't know who my favorite is. I'd have to look through. The Hobbit type characters? Which one of those? Yeah, Tharvel looks pretty sweet, right? There's a high elf looking one. Have quit this project? Did they quit because... Why did they quit? Is it going to be too woke? Is the new Dragonheir going to be too... They got Sweet Baby Inc. coming in there and making their game better? DEI? DEI it up? Oh, we got a lot of halflings and gnomes in this game? I think we have a decent amount of gnomes. You know, all the little arc spanner girls that have their little pigtails. I think they're kind of cute. The little pigtail ones, gnomes. The gnomes in here look kind of cool. I don't know if we have a lot of halflings in Dragonheir. Yeah, the dark elves ones look pretty sweet. But I'd really have to look through to see which ones I like the best, because they do have some pretty cool ones. As far as the aesthetics go. Yeah, I like the new, like you said, that new rogue down here. She looks pretty nice, yeah. Did you say it's your wife? Did you say it a minute ago? What did you say a minute ago? Oh, yeah. You said, how do I like my wife? Yeah, she's got a pretty nice outfit on. She does. She shows more cleavage than most heroes in Dragonheir. I will say that. She does, yeah. I'm not actually big on the mermaid people. I think a lot of these mermaid people look weird, and sometimes they, like, I've noticed that a couple of the new ones have a lot of seaweed on them. It looks like seaweed. I don't know if it's extra weird fins, but it looks like seaweed's kind of hanging off of them. I'm not really digging the weird merfolk that they have. Some look okay, but then some look a little bit weird. You want some badass stuff, no cute stuff? I don't know how to make a, you know, they could make the gnomes look a little badass, but I think a good mix of both is good. You know, we get some cute little gnome girls with pigtails, and then we get some badass looking shadow people like these guys. Or sea elves. They're called tritons or sea elves. Yeah, they don't look very menacing. Looks like we could chop them up and make some sushi or something. Might be good eating. Some sea people. Depends on how they're made. Maybe we'll get 20 million. I'm pretty sure we need 20 million to get to the 4th Vortex boss, I think. Out of all the new ones, I do like the bride and the groom. Theodemir, is that how you say his name? I'm trying to think of how it's spelled. Theodemir. I think that's how you say it. Theodemir, and then whatever. Feenja? Is it Feenja? Is that his wife's name? Yeah, those two look pretty cool. But they do look kind of a little bit like something we've seen in Raid Shadow Legends. A little bit. But it's kind of hard not to, right? They've got like a bazillion characters, so it's kind of hard not to look like another game. Some of the characters are just going to look similar. Come on. Don't make me go through all of this and not give me the damage we need to get to the next Vortex boss, please. Google Triton D&D? Is that what they're based off of? Forgotten Realms, Triton D&D. This guy's got like a little human-like face here. Ah, the Tritons. Imagine if elves been a few centuries far beneath the sea. They're kind of like bulkier than elves, right? They got some fins there on the side of the legs. Some cool looking armor. Why is there an honest trailer popping up for this? Just an ad? Their skin was commonly deep blue, but has been known to appear as pearl, light green, or in rare cases, other mutant colors. Well, there they are on some weird, like, old school drawings. I hope they don't show any kind of weird nudity. There they are fighting some underwater stuff. Yeah, just an ad to watch some honest trailer. Somebody's got like here's a newer drawing of some of them, or maybe just somebody drawing D&D character design Triton Paladin by Green Orphan. Please don't pull up anything. I'm scared they're gonna give me some weird nudity ones. You know, somebody's gonna be out here making some weird sexual Tritons. You can't trust Google, man. You can't. I just put Google D&D, but you never know what you're gonna get. This looks like a weird cartoony one. Like they actually made a weird cartoon out of it. Race guide for D&D. Like an AI generated picture. Yeah, if it looked like these guys right here, this looks cooler, right, to me than all the different seaweed stuff they put on. Or the seaweed. Maybe it's just the seaweed I've seen. Oh, man. Oh, 15 million. I saw the 19.6 million and I was like, God, don't tell me we needed 20 million to go to the next Vortex. Whew, made it. Yeah, what's the one with a lot of seaweed? There's one new one that has just a crazy amount of seaweed. Is it a poison one or something? It looks weird. Oh, no, it's a radiant one, right? This girl looks cool, though. I actually really like this. I mean, they went all in with some extra leaves up here on the feathers, on the wings and stuff. And the little kind of vines growing down her body. Like nature kind of gave her wings. I don't know. This looks really cool. This one. Here it is. This guy.
I'm composing a new symphony.
Like, what is this dude?
You and your story.
It's good camouflage, though, right? Is that what it's for? You're down under the ocean. There's a big shark or something coming after you. You just look like you're a kelp. You just lay around with some kelp and nobody knows you're there. I think that's what it's for. I believe so. Actually, this one looks pretty cool. There's that new offensive one that is pretty damn good, right? He's one I covered. Does he do full board-wide AoE damage? Where'd he go? And he has like 50% chance to take 50% less damage. He's a guy. It wasn't a... There he is. Yeah, Fathom Down. Yeah, this guy looks fine. I'm still not really big on these type of fish looking kind of peeps, but he looks decent enough. 50% chance to take 50% less damage and heals himself, which is pretty cool for somebody that's offensive. We need that to stay alive. I don't know if he's going to be melee or not. 100% chance to knock up and stun. Oh, this is the one that's going to do for 8 seconds summons lightning storms. This is the one that if we had a whole bunch of people, like if we had the in-game boss for season 2 with all those globes next to each other, all those orbs we hit would take multiple damage hits every time they're hit, because they'd hit everything around them. So each one would hit everything around them, which would do 800% damage, but multiplied by how many are near them. It would be an insane amount of damage. Reducing their ultimate energy as well by 5%. Yeah, so you get 8 chances to reduce ultimate energy by 5%. That's pretty strong. Now, this attack penalty only lasts for 5 seconds. Is that because it keeps proccing over and over and over? Where is he? What was that guy? Oh, he's lightning. Okay. Ah, he's lightning. I can play him with... What is lightning? Wait, lightning's a bad... Like, I really don't like lightning along with necrosis. There's just not enough good support. And I don't have Tauren. For any of us out there that don't have Tauren, it's just not the best, I feel like. I guess we do have quite a few people on lightning that can do attack down. So we've got that covered. We've got Nathaniel. If you don't have Tauren, though, what are we talking about? Estella, Nathaniel, and then we've got rares. Goblin can't really heal, though. Not like a real healer. Goblin does amazing damage along with debuffs and removal of debuffs on our team, but Goblin isn't enough healing to keep us alive in most cases. It's like a low percentage of healing based off of max HP, and then we get more per debuff removed. Can help for sure. Can help. Tomorrow has good. No, we've got attack down cover. There's plenty of attack down and lightning for sure. If we need attack down on a boss or an encounter, but for support heroes to keep us alive, we don't have an awesome amount. Nathaniel's good. Nathaniel's great. And then Tauren's awesome. Then the rest of them are just like, you know, yeah, whatever. %84 chance to crit. Ah, that's good enough. I just want to see what he pulses for. And how long scrolls. Okay, so 28 seconds for 20 seconds.
I shall reclaim whatever I have lost.
Oh, he's melee. He looks cool as melee. It's just that you know how much I don't like melee. Yeah, he just keeps applying that decreased attack like over and over. Look at that. So 5 seconds. It's got a pretty good uptime. That's gonna be off for a little while. If we had a skill haste up a bit, we could definitely bring a skill haste up a bit to almost have maybe like 4 seconds of no decreased attack. Okay, let's see if all these guys get jacked up multiple times. They should. That stun's nice, though. Yeah, see, that's going to be a crazy amount of damage. Like I said, with those orbs at the in-game boss for Mecha Torque, this guy would do insane damage there. Because anything next to it is going to take multiple... Look, all these hits. Gonna be crazy damage. What was 10 seconds? What's going on? Those vicious mermaids, right? The redhead necrosis woman who heals that's an epic. You're talking about Estella? Yeah, these animations do look pretty sweet. I agree. And he's got good moves. I mean, doing a stun. Like, he's got like 100% chance to stun. And then doing this massive AoE, if there are multiple targets there, it does a lot. Like, going through goblins, this guy's just going to blow it up. If there's goblins next to goblins, that AoE is going to do crazy damage. Although, again, he's melee, so you got to worry about him taking damage. But he's got a 50% chance to take 50% less damage and heal himself by 8% of max HP every 3 seconds. So that's going to help. What's his base defense? It's like normal. The base defense is like Sigrid base defense. I don't know. I'm just not big on melee. This guy, it does say defense class. That's weird. Why does it say defense class? That's bad. That's actually really bad when we have the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. It doesn't say support though. So he could still have a 100% chance to crit during that event. Could not. I don't know. I don't remember defense class. I think defense still had a 100% chance to crit. I don't know. I don't think they did because they're tank classes that are... This guy might suck. This guy might really suck for the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. It's okay. It's just one little small collaboration thing. There's plenty of other heroes we can play, and they're all max level, so we don't have to worry about leveling them up. But I'm pretty sure with this defense tag, he's going to be labeled and only have... That's weird that he's defensive. Like, what kind of sense does that make? His max defense is 1,166. He's all based off of attack. He does do stuns, but that doesn't matter. I mean, we're still doing good damage, 360%, 3x3. 100% chance to stun, which is awesome. And then he's doing a lot of damage here with attack penalty. I mean, 800% damage is... Unless there's multiple targets, then we're talking about a crazy amount of damage. To strike random enemies everyone. Oh, so it's not summons lightning bolts. How many lightning bolts? Okay, I did notice this. I thought it was board wide, always striking lightning bolts. But I did notice there were only like 2 lightning bolts out, right? It's only like these 2 middle and right side, bottom one, was being hit by lightning bolts at a time. So that is different as far as his max damage. It's hard to tell because when one is hit, the other one next to it is going to be hit. And if the middle one's hit in the back, then these 2 in front should be hit as well with damage. Let me put 5 up here and see. But I was reading that earlier as the whole screen's going to be hit by lightning strikes the whole entire time. So I thought for 8 seconds, everybody's going to be hit for 800% damage. And then if there's somebody near them, they'll also be hit. But that's not the case. It does look sweet. It looks like it F some stuff up, but I don't know. It's going to do damage. He's definitely not a defensive person. I don't know why they labeled him as defense. That's not. And then again, his defense isn't anything stellar.
Prepare for battle. I shall spare no effort.
His defense is 1,166. Sigrid's defense is 1,107. Hexandra's rare defense is 1,213. Okay, Usha's got low defense, but these other 2 don't. So, I mean, whatever. I guess they're calling this passive defense. It's melee. I'm not going to use him too often. I mean, I'm going to use him. He's melee. He's cool on easy content, but when it gets hard, I probably won't be using him. I don't know. He does stun. He does stun every 10 seconds. For how long? I mean, you can put him on your stun team with a whole bunch of other people that stun and wrap people up. Their ultimate gauge won't go up while they're stunned. This is a 100% chance to stun for 3 seconds. I don't know. Only 3 seconds too? Do we only get 3 seconds with... I guess we do. We get 3 seconds with Ripe Kiss.
The nobles have trampled on my family.
Yeah, we only get 3 seconds with Ripe Kiss. Tomorrow we get 5 seconds, right?
Absolute power prevails over all.
Where's this old lady?
Children of mine.
Yeah, tomorrow we get 5 seconds, but that's on her ultimate.
It will tell you the answer.
And I think we get 5 seconds with Gum. But that's his ultimate as well, so... Yeah, 5 seconds with Gum, but that's his ultimate. Okay. That's his battle skill, so it makes sense. 3 seconds. But the base defense stat is booty. Booty duty. He lowers ultimate gauge per attack. Oh, that's right. That's right. He does lower the ultimate gauge. I forgot about that too, right? 5% per attack. So all those people being hit, and especially multiple hitting of those people, if he does he do, like if he does that additional damage, does it lower the other ultimate as well, or only the main target?
Subject that only the weak concern themselves with.
Reduce the ultimate energy. Okay. Summons lightning bolts that strike random enemies every 1 second. Meanwhile, lightning to the target and all enemies nearby. It says all enemies nearby with a chance to do attack penalty. Oh, that's what we need to look for. And reduce their ultimate. Okay, so let me look for attack penalty, because every time we see attack penalty, that means it was hit to a target next to it. Maybe if I put it at 1 time speed, I can see. And then we know that then they also would have their ultimate gauge lowered by 5%. Okay. We've got it at 1 time speed. Let's see here. That's a lot of decreased ultimate, man. Did you notice like how quickly the decreased attack was refreshing on all of them? You saw the decreased attack, right? I don't know if you're on your phone, you probably can't see it. It's probably not big enough. But if you look at the decreased attack, you can see how often it's refreshing. Look, it's just refreshing over and over and over again. Except for that bottom one wasn't. But the amount that they're refreshing, that means that that's 5% less, you know, ultimate gauge reduction. Really OP. That's going to be extremely crazy going through along with the stun. So you come in there with the 3-second stun every 10 seconds. You knock back their ultimate meter by, I don't know, a godly amount. If they're close enough, it's going to be a stupid amount of ultimate gauge knockback. Yeah, it's going to be pretty strong. It's like Ripeka strong, right? He procs at every hit. Well, he's only got a 50% chance to proc at every hit. 50% chance to reduce the current damage taken by 50%. So I don't know if he's not gonna proc at every hit. He could proc at a lot of hits, but he's not gonna proc at every hit. Yeah, he's good. I like him. I think he's strong. I do. I'm just, you know, I'm still not a fan of melee, right? I've never been a fan of melee. Even with Drist and all that kind of stuff, I just haven't been a fan of it. Where could we test something? We could go through Faye a little bit. If I can know how to jump around this board, how do I get... Let me out of here, man. Oh, Faye's not open yet? What? Yeah, it's open. Maybe I just have to run up to it. Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy in an arena, I would think, too. If you get that ultimate off, it's going to be pretty insane. Plus, we don't have a stun set this season, though. If we had a stun set this season, every one of those hits plus those extra hits would be crazy. Maybe next season we'll have a stun set. And then we bust him out. Oh, this is dark looking. Look.
The true king will never swallow.
My blade thirsts for the blood of my enemies. One day, I will make them.
Man, who stole a piece of my boy's gear? What do we have on him? Maybe some crit rate? Crit rate 9, critical damage 23. Sounds nice. Oh, wait. Let's switch this. Let's have him mostly take. Oh, there's Rook in the back. Sweet stun. Or would have been. Yeah, I definitely want this tank guy, though, man. I really hope I pull this tank one. I don't know. I'd like to pull the mermaid, too. For some reason, I want to pull everything that's not associated with aura, shadow, and corrosion. Unless it's an exclusive. And I haven't even messed with aura. Like, I have no idea what aura does. Have you guys played with any of the aura stuff yet? Or seen anything that looks cool? Hold on 1 minute. My daughter's home now. Take my daughter to lunch when we're done here in like 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Like the what? What does her kid do? Which one? Do we have a defense set this season? We don't. We don't really have. I mean, we have a set to mitigate damage, yes, and we have a set to the normal set, ancestral set to where we mitigate 15% damage on that hero, and then we take 15% of everybody else's. The dryad looking female, the one with all the one I looked at earlier with the seaweed kind of thing where she blends in. Wait. Not the fairy looking one. This one?
Have you ever heard a whale sing? It's beautiful.
I don't know. It's not a tree. It's not like a dryad, right? The leaves and wings? Oh, the little... This one? She's an aura one, though. Oh, you're talking about aura. Enters blaze state when the... Okay, so how does aura work? I understand corrosion. I understand shadow. Shadow is really easy. Corrosion's really easy once you know that, you know, whatever percentage of your damage is put on that target. So if it says 50% of your damage is put on your target, you don't see it, but all that corrosion damage that's on that target stays on permanently. And if there's like 200,000 corrosion damage on it, your guy might do additional damage per 10,000 of corrosion damage. Okay, we got that, yeah. But what does aura do? Because I haven't messed with it at all. So once you have 100 energy, you enter blaze state. So you enter the blaze state and then you slowly consume something to do additional effects, right? Yeah, 100. And then once you're in that blaze state, they do something to kind of consume that energy to do additional damage. Like this consumes energy once you hit that blaze state to do this bouncing ball. Each time the number of bouncy balls can be accumulated. Grants 10 aura energy. When in blaze state, you consume 5 aura energy to deal additional... Well, 5% target's max HP could be a lot of damage, right? 5% of target's max HP. Do we have many heroes that can do that? We have a lot of heroes that do damage based off of their own HP, like 10% of their HP that do good damage. Even somebody like Urgander, which is a tank, but I don't remember seeing a lot of heroes that do 5% of the target's max HP. No more than 250% of the target. Oh, well, that doesn't make it that great then. No more than 250% of the hero's attack. Yeah, but it's only 250% of my attack. So, okay, again, Slingshot, right? I've been trying to hype up this Slingshot forever. I don't need to hype it up because we know how strong it is on somebody like Sigrid. Like, Season 1 Sigrid, Season 2 Sigrid to Season 3 Sigrid with this artifact on, without a doubt, hits way harder. We've already seen it in a video I've done. But if we're doing 250% of the hero's attack and they're at 4,000 versus 6,000. Right? So 4,000, what is it? 250? 2.5? So 10,000 attack. You'll hit the person for 10,000. I'm assuming we'll mitigate, you know, our defense will mitigate the damage, whatever. So that's 10,000. So if we go to 6,000. We're looking at 15,000. So an increase of 5,000 damage for using the new epic artifact. If we give her a lot of accuracy. Does she need accuracy? .400 attack plus 8% of target's max HP radiant. Well, this would be even higher with all that attack. Let's try her out. Is there any other aura one that's good? Is she an exclusive, by the way? Is she one of the... Who is the aura exclusive? How can I tell if a hero is an exclusive without looking at their artifact?
Listen.
They should do something here to where it tells you... I don't think that's the exclusive one. I don't remember that artifact name. Oh, if I look at my gear, I can see the frame. Flora and Nesjinka, these are all the old ones. Here we go. This one is for the rat. This one is for the demon changing into shadow from Azul. So who is this? Amon Leda?
Battling is like playing a musical instrument. Practice makes perfect.
Poor Fawn.
Or
Come to me.
Care for a song? I know some.
Hey, new arrivals
This one.
here. Here to take
this one actually looks pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. She's got jewelry covering up her boobies. But looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's this one right here. And she does damage in trials. Critical damage in trials. The hero's attacks guarantee crit hit. Gains invincibility for 5 seconds if the hero's current HP is below 30% after taking damage. Are guaranteed a critical hit. Once every 60 seconds. So once every minute, if she drops down below 30%, she'll go critical hit. We're probably already going to have her at high crit rate anyway, so I'm not going to bake on her to keep dropping below 30% so she can then crit hit. It would be probably better if they made it to like 100% additional critical damage when she drops below 30% HP, because you know you're going to play somebody that does damage with crit rate anyways. So if she got like 100% additional critical damage when she dropped below, then we could really take effect of that, unless she gets... Let's read the rest of this. Man, she's got a lot. Centered on the target and gains an HP shield. Okay, makes the shield stronger. 6% of targets max. A lot of targets max HP stuff. No more than 200% of this person's attack. So while in blaze state. Gains 15 aura energy. Okay. Wow. So if she's in blaze state, she's going to hit them for 1,500 attack. If she's not in blaze state, though, she's only going to hit them for 500. I mean, 500 is pretty weak for an ultimate. 1,500 is nice for an ultimate. Like, you know, 1,500 is really nice for an ultimate. It's like 600 more than most. But 500 is about 300 to 400 less than most. Deals 500 damage radiant to enemies within range. Consumes 20. Consumes 20. Is it just gonna, if we have it, it just consumes it, or do we need to be in blaze state? It doesn't say we have to be in blaze state. Consumes 20 energy to strike enemies 2 times. Additionally, oh yeah, we do. We have to be in blaze state. And then the strike actually deals. So we hit them for 1,500 plus 30% targets max HP. Each strike, yeah, that could be a lot. I mean, it's like it could either be a lot or little. It's kind of weird, right?
If you desire someone to talk with, I can always make time.
Let me try this lady out. Let me see what's happening here. It could either be a really lot or just little, though. Crit rate 75. Emperor set. What set is that? When the wearer deals damage of attack. Okay, well, not that one. So we'd want attack instead of critical damage, right? Critical damage wouldn't increase our attack high enough or higher so that when we do the based off of max HP, we need our attack higher, I guess, right? So we go attack. That was nice. Okay, she's at exactly 100% chance crit, which is awesome. And when she does her ultimate, she's going to do 20% additional damage. And for every bit of critical damage, we're going to get a little bit more. Whoa, wait. Oh, that's not right. It's not showing it properly. I mean, wasn't Rally good enough? Didn't we, like... I feel like if we added to Rally, that would have been really cool, you know? Make Rally, especially rare and epics, and do some more stuff with Rally. I think Rally was a good mechanic that we just needed to improve on to make it better, to make it stay there till we use it, and to make it undispellable maybe, or if it's too strong, keep it to where you can block it undispellable. I feel like Rally was a really good mechanic that needs to be better. Where'd she go?
How interesting.
Oh, is she melee? Oh, man. Melee. What?
Sparkling shine.
Okay, these guys don't have high max HP, so I doubt. What is this 45 on her? Aura energy. Okay, so she needs to reach 100. So the aura energy has nothing to do with her ultimate gauge. So now she's at 100, so she should start using it. When she does her battle skill right here. I see she used 5. Now she's going to use some to do her...
Sparkling shine.
3 hits, right? She did 3 hits then. Okay, I know what we hit for on the Harpy. Let's go to the Harpy. Like, I know what Sigurd's been hitting for. I know what my Theodemir... I know what that guy's been hitting for on the Harpy. And the Harpy's got some max HP we can take advantage of instead of the dummies, you know?
How interesting.
We'll pop her right there. Okay. Now, she's not getting any kind of advantage. And keep in mind, she's melee, so if she dies... If she just flat out gets hit, is she going to pop this invincibility? Like, if it's a one-shot mechanic, will she pop that? Oh, they don't have gear? Nobody's got gear on? Okay, I know what she hit for. She's got the right gear on. Now we just got to make sure.
How interesting. Hey, new arrivals here. Care to take a look?
Sigrid was rocking that gear, huh? 71, 75. Well, I know what Sigrid hits for, so we'll just switch that gear to her. Where is... There she is.
Wine, crowds, and apples. I detest them all.
Oh. She's going right after the mermaid. What? Okay, who's going to attack first? Let's take them off. Take her off. Let's make sure that Varesh goes next. Or goes first. There he goes. So Sigrid, we know, with her normal gear, it's 128. She doesn't have her normal gear on right now.
Sparkle and shine.
50,000 on that battle skill. Now, she's not up to have her aura yet, right? She doesn't have 100 aura yet to really do her stuff. 100,000 for our boy here. Does he have that weird... I think he's got that weird set piece that's giving him 50% less regen. I was testing that out. No, he doesn't. Why is he taking so long? 19.3 seconds. Oh, he's ready to go right now. All right, 100,000. This is her ultimate. Her ultimate's only hitting... That wasn't her battle skill. That was her ultimate. Her ultimate only hit for 50. Like I said, if she doesn't have the aura up, it's weak, man. It's like really weak compared to everyone else. If she's got it up, though, it's supposed to be... I think it's going to be insanely strong, I guess. She still doesn't have it up, though, even right now. Look, she's only at 75, and it's already this far into the battle. So she's got to go through 2 full rotations before she has it ready to go. 2 full ultimate rotations. Okay, decreased defense is up. Let's see how much this bird takes.
Sparkle and shine.
3 hits. Plus max HP. It's not even a lot, man. 66, 66, 66. It's 180, right? 100 and probably 90 because it was 666. So 199, something like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. She's got no bonus synergy. You're right. But still, even if I had bonus synergy, we're looking at, yeah, well, it was 66k times 3 once she has her aura up. And I know all the content creators were telling me they didn't really like aura compared to all the rest. So the thing is, though, she takes 2 full rotations to get to where she can use this aura state. While getting there, she does crap damage. Her ultimate does 500% attack. That's it. That's it. 500% attack. We got Sigrid over here firing off for like 900%, right? We got my undead dude doing 700% of defense, which is killing it. And this lady over here, for 2 full ultimate rotations, is only doing 500%. And then when she can do... It's like she's trying to make up for it then. She's doing 500% attack, then when she can do it, she's hitting 3 times for 1,500, plus 10% of target's max HP, 30%. Oh, this isn't capped. This just says each strike does 10% of target's max HP, radiant damage. This one doesn't say based off of percentage of your attack, though, like all the other ones do. That's pretty cool. Like this one, no more than 200%. I bet that we're just missing jargon here. I bet we're missing some kind of jargon. Otherwise, we'd have to fight something with crazy high max HP and see if she does insane damage here. 2 full total rotation by herself. Yeah. With other ones helping her out to get to play state. And she's melee. I didn't see her get hurt. Let me see what happens when she immediately gets nuked. I'm sure it triggers that state to where she can't die, right? As long as she doesn't have block debuffs up. There she is.
Sink into hell with me.
Okay, so in arena, we can load her up with a whole bunch of critical damage, not worry about crit rate, put her in the front, make sure she gets hit quite a bit, and then she drops below 30% right away. She's unkillable. She does her battle skill, she does her ultimate, but she won't have the additional damage. So that doesn't matter. She'll be able to crit on all her moves with really high critical damage if we set it up that way, but she won't have 100 aura on her to be able to do her moves. They'll be just baby nukes. No, they won't nuke. They won't nuke at all because she hits like a wet noodle without having that 100 aura on. And even if she has other people helping her out to get aura, you're definitely not going to use her in arena. It's not going to work. She hits like poop, man, without the 100 aura. Now, if they started with 100 aura, like if all aura guys started with 100 and then they took advantage of that right away, and then after that was over with, then they had to get it back up, I guess. Like a boss fighting character? I guess. She is the exclusive, so you know she's supposed to do damage, right? But who else do we have as an exclusive? We have Perk as an exclusive from Season 2, and unless he had a lot of targets to hit, he really wasn't worth playing. Definitely, it would help if he had a whole bunch of electrocute out so he could get his overwhelm stacks up so he could then do a lot of damage. Because if Perk has a whole bunch of overwhelm stacks, yeah, he does crazy damage. But we need a lot of targets. Otherwise, he's just not worth using, and nobody really used him until the in-game boss for 8 days. That's unless you're just running through Goblin or trying to do a whole bunch of AoE damage going up through Faith when it's easy. And 3 epics. Yeah, I know that. I know there are more to help them get aura up, but even still, I'm not really digging it. She's melee, man. She's going to get... I think she's just going to get blasted. Not to say you can't do this, right? You can. I mean, we can speed run all dungeons. Once we have gear, we have our Psyche Core leveled up. Dungeons are a joke later on. Coming up through the game, they're fun and a little bit challenging, but once we farm the gear, all these dungeons, we're making speed teams in no time. Like, this is all just joke stuff. But, yeah, but Rally hits... Speaking of Rally legendaries hit extremely hard, like Filto and Herbeg and things like that with Alton, and having Lorenthel in here to give them 40% additional attack and make sure they have Rally on so they can just nuke this kind of stuff like this. Delander? I've never played him, actually. Yeah. He can do a lot, and he is the exclusive for Rally. He's the exclusive for them. And he just does those strikes down everywhere. I use the guys that aren't exclusives. Yeah, I want him too. He'd be fun to play around with, but I don't know. I've got one exclusive on my account. On my main account. And it's not even exclusive I really want. It's the summon one. Liliwanus. On my main account, I've got one exclusive. And I've summoned... God. I don't know how many dice. Thousands and thousands of gold dice I've summoned. I've gotten a lot of legendaries, but I only have one damn exclusive. RNG, baby. All about that RNG. I mean, I've got Mithracy. I'm not complaining. My account's strong. I can do everything. I've got no issues. But it seems like with such a low drop rate for these exclusives, it's really hard for some accounts. You just get lucky or unlucky. That's just the way it is. So I like to play these other heroes that I know we got a chance. Yeah, my lunch date with my daughter. Yeah, no problem. She's chilling, watching some TV. But we'll have to try Aura tomorrow. Definitely. We'll pull out all the Aura ones that help each other out and see what they're all about. We've got some rares and epics. I'd like to play the rares and epics exclusively together. And then we'll throw in the legendaries afterwards. Have you guys seen any epics out here that can do damage or do really well that function for the Aura, the Shadow, and... what's the other one? Shadow and Corrosion that can do well on their own, like our Frostblast people. We've got some amazing Bled-in, Girthin, even Cedic if there's multiple targets. The rare's even good to give the ice crystals to heroes. Where's Nord? Nord's around here. You know what I'm talking about. Wherever Nord is. Shouldn't he be right here? Yeah, there's Nord. Like, this guy's actually really good for ice crystal for the teammates. She's Girthin, man. She's girthy. She's Girthin. Girthin is pretty awesome. Oh, she's invisible there. But so is Bled-in. I mean, these heroes are really, really good, and I'm hoping we have some more of those. All I've seen so far is the exclusives do really well, and that's it. I haven't seen anything else that makes it to where it's like, wow, I can't wait to get so many. And without the legendaries. I haven't seen anything without without you having to have the legendaries. Corrosion, Shadow, and Aura. Like this Corrosion, without him, or without the legendaries, what do we have? Without him, we don't have much. Without the legendaries, it's still probably pretty decent. But without the legendaries, maybe it's like complete garbage, which is really sad. And then over here, the Aura. Without these legendaries, how is Aura? Or maybe if you only have one and it's not the exclusive. Like say you have one here or one here, and then you've got the epics, you got the rares. Is it viable and fun to play them? One legendary in Corrosion with the epics and the rares. Is it okay? Same thing here. You don't have Azul, the exclusive, but you've got one of these two, and she's pretty damn good. Actually, I like Daphne too. I like the way Daphne functions. It's pretty cool because she's still doing her battle skill. You're getting up shadow energy for the person she possesses. They get 35% of her attack. I think she's actually really fun. And this guy is awesome for keeping up decreased defense 100% of the time. And feeding all your shadow people shadow energy. So I do like that. I like that he is so good. Decreased defense, 100% uptime, feeding all your guys shadow energy like a madman. Right? That's why they should have added on to Rally. Yeah, I'm with you, right? If they would have added on to Rally, if they would have given Rally just 3 new Rally legendaries and then 3 new Rally epics and 1 Rally rare, that would have been really cool. And it's already an established one that you just add right on to, that we have a lot of Rally heroes. It would have been really good. That means next season, what are we expecting? They're going to start adding on to this next season for sure, because we've already got 2 different mechanics in each of the different elements now. One is usually for AoE, the other one's usually for single target damage. At least that's what we had for season 2. So now there's no way in season 4 they're going to come out with a different mechanic for these elements. No way. It would not be good for the game at all. They're going to build, I guarantee next season you're going to see like 2 Aura, 2 Rally, 2 Shadow, 2 Summons, 2 Corrosion, 2 Poison, something like that. There's no way they're going to add more on. They can't. And it would be kind of silly. Like we would get fed up by then. Don't you think? If it's new heroes again, season 4, you're out. Yeah, we'd get fed up with it. It wouldn't make sense. Like, I want you to build upon what's here because this stuff is cool. We just need more of it so we can make some more interesting teams, more combinations of teams so we can have some fun. Yeah. I agree. That's what I want too. I hope they do. All right, guys, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll try to be on a little bit earlier today. Tomorrow, I got on earlier today than I did yesterday. So I'll get on earlier tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Japanese holiday. So my wife, my kids, everybody's home. But my wife will probably go to the gym in the morning. I'll come in here and stream and I'll be hanging out with you guys. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow too, I think. So everybody will just be chilling at the house anyways. But I'm going to go take my daughter to McDonald's. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. See you then.